Shane van Gisbergen didn't just win in Chicago, he took over. In one wild weekend, the New Zealander did something nearly unheard of in NASCAR, swept both the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series street races. It was surgical. Pole position, flawless execution, and a back-to-back performance that put him in elite company. But what should have been a celebration of motorsport greatness quickly descended into a PR nightmare. Fans are fuming, drivers are outraged, and NASCAR finds itself in the middle of a firestorm that some are calling flat-out rigged. Let's unpack this. The Chicago street course isn't just challenging, it's a minefield. Tight walls, zero runoff, and punishing corners make survival its own kind of win. SVG didn't just survive, he looked in control the entire weekend, especially in the final stretch. Cool, precise, ice in his veins. He held the lead, fended off a charging Ty Gibbs, and looked set to make history again.
Maybe just go ahead and give him a key to the city, because Shane van Gisbergen does own the streets of Chicago. He delivers once again.
Hell yeah, buddy. Weekend sweep, you are a bat. 88 team.
Then it happened. Lap 56, turn 6. Cody Ware's brakes give out, and his car plows into the wall, smoke pouring out, visibility gone. The track turned into a foggy war zone.
Oh, wow. We got another one around right here, the 20 of Christopher Bell. Oh, man, he won in the
Cody
ball.
Ware's off the track. This
We're
will
in
be
the
big.
tires.
But here's where things went sideways. The crash occurred just seconds before SVG reached the white flag. Had NASCAR thrown the caution immediately, as they often do, the race would have gone into overtime. One more restart. One more chance for Ty Gibbs to strike. Instead, NASCAR hesitated. The white flag waved. Then came the yellow. SVG coasted to the checkered flag under caution while chaos simmered behind him. The reaction was instant. Fans cried foul, drivers vented, social media exploded. Why wasn't the caution immediate? Ty Gibbs was left stewing. "I'd have loved another lap," he said. Even Tyler Reddick chimed in, calling the finish a missed opportunity for a real showdown. SVG, for his part, wasn't shy. "I saw the smoke and just hoped I made it to the line," he admitted. He knew how close it was. And yeah, he got lucky. But was it fair? Meanwhile, the rest of the grid wasn't holding back. Joey Logano was red hot. After getting caught in a mess involving Ross Chastain, Logano stormed up post-race and went off. "Ross sees red and does dumb stuff," Logano snapped. "He's wrecked me twice on road courses this year. I'm done." They weren't the only ones boiling over. Bubba Wallace and Alex Bowman exchanged barbs after a late race tangle, tension spilling into the paddock. What started as a historic win turned into a garage-wide grudge match. But the biggest twist? This might have been the final Chicago street race ever. That's right, despite the spectacle, the crowds, the fireworks, this could be the end. When NASCAR inked its original deal with the city of Chicago, it came with a 3-year commitment and a 7-year option. 2025 marked the end of that guarantee. And NASCAR? They haven't said a word about re-signing, which means the track that gave SVG his spotlight, his debut, his legacy, could disappear just like that. No send-off, no encore, just silence. It's poetic and tragic. In 2023, SVG showed up as an outsider, one race, no pressure, and he wins, a feat not done since 1963. By 2024, he's back, wins Xfinity, almost nabs another Cup win. And in 2025, he completes the sweep, sealing his legacy. 3 years, 3 seismic performances, and now it might all vanish. But this isn't just about one driver. SVG's presence is rattling NASCAR's very identity. The sport has always been a red-blooded American institution. Homegrown talent, familiar tracks, known faces. But SVG flipped the narrative. A New Zealander, V8 Supercars champion. He didn't grow up dreaming of Daytona. He dreamed of Bathurst. And now he's rewriting NASCAR history books. Some drivers are clearly rattled. SVG isn't just winning, he's outclassing veterans on their home turf. On road courses, he's clinical, and Trackhouse Racing is leaning in hard, giving him optimized setups, letting him play to his strengths. And it's paying off. Ty Gibbs, Logano, Chastain, everybody's feeling the pressure. Because SVG isn't just racing, he's elevating the game, and it's making people uncomfortable. Yet for all the noise, SVG stays grounded. After his Chicago sweep, he admitted, "I never thought I'd be here full-time. It was supposed to be a one-off, just for fun." But that one-off changed everything. 3 years later, he's not a novelty, he's a problem, and the Chicago circuit is his kingdom. "This track changed my life," he said, and you can feel the emotion behind those words. That's what makes this so personal. This isn't just about a trophy, it's about belonging. SVG didn't just conquer a track, he earned respect, forced change, and inspired the sport to think globally. But now that his dominance is clear, the whispers are growing. Did NASCAR delay that caution to protect the fairy tale? Did they freeze the field just to lock in the storybook ending? Did Gibbs deserve a chance to challenge? There's no clear answer, only more questions. But what's certain is this: Shane Van Gisbergen won the race. He owned the weekend. And he may have ignited the biggest controversy of the year. And don't forget, this drama doesn't exist in a vacuum. The Cup Series is in one of its most competitive years ever. Every point matters. Every decision has ripple effects. Gibbs is in playoff contention. Reddick is chasing momentum. Logano is fighting to stay in the hunt. So for a marquee race like this to end under such a cloud, it's not just frustrating. It's potentially game-changing. Fans deserve clarity, drivers deserve consistency, and the sport deserves transparency. Because if NASCAR wants to grow, if it wants to embrace its expanding global audience, it can't afford questionable endings that undermine trust. So what now? Should the Chicago street race return? Did NASCAR fumble the finish? Did Ty Gibbs get robbed? Or was it just racing? Chaotic, unpredictable, and sometimes a little unfair? Let us know what you think. Drop your takes in the comments. Hit like if this ending made your blood boil, and subscribe, because the road ahead, it's going to be one hell of a ride. And if SVG's legacy wasn't already cemented, the fallout from Chicago might have just sealed it. Whether you think he was handed the win or earned it through brilliance, one thing's undeniable. He's now the face of road course racing in America. And with NASCAR staring down the future of its most experimental event, that spotlight only gets hotter from here.